second part, what's not going to be in my Wikipedia or my BBC. When I got up for saving that man's life, I went back to protesting. Now, I don't know how much time had gone by. I was in the midst of this storm. And I see two police officers giving this kid the business, this black kid the business. Now, if you need to know what giving the kid the business is, just turn on the TV. Sandra Bland, Eric Gardner, Mike Brown. So I run over there, and with everything I had in me, I knock one of the police officers down. Does anybody know what grace is?
Yes.
Grace is giving you something, or withholding, or giving you something you don't deserve. Mercy is withholding something you do deserve. At that time, during that day, at that moment, I was maced. I wasn't hit with a baton, I wasn't shot with a gun, and for some reason, by the grace of God, I was not given a felony. They got me on tape, and I was on Oprah, pushing a police officer. So when I go out to places like Baltimore and I'm in the streets, I feel like it's my personal responsibility to tell the protesters, listen, let's talk about how we protest. But if you throw this bottle, if you hit this person, if you burn this down, then let me tell you what you are. When these cameras leave, you're just another nigga with a record. So let me tell you how life works. Let me tell you how one day you're gonna have a license and you dream of having a car. And let me tell you about what's life gonna be like for you every time you drive your car down the street and they run your plates and you get pulled over. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. They're gonna tell you get directly out of the car, don't press go, because you were a felon that pushed a police officer, that went and created an act of violence. They won't get that you were protesting. They won't see your deeper meaning. What they'll go is they'll run your name on a computer and they'll come up with the facts. Facts are assault. Facts are battery. They'll say nothing about the injustice you've ever had. So I tell people that we're gonna protest, but we're gonna infiltrate the system and we're gonna change the message. Now I just did a talk here recently, and I'm gonna tell you how to save the world. Very easy. First step, vote. Oh, you're expecting me to say something hard, right? What, go get that S on your chest? No, the first thing you do is you vote, and I'll tell you why. Nothing messes up people's minds or makes it matter than when you mess with their money, right? So if a police officer or the sergeant or the sheriff is not doing what he's supposed to be doing, then you vote him out so he no longer has a job. It's very simple. You're fired, sir. Your services of injustice are no longer welcome here. And until we start standing up as a people, until we start getting in those voting boxes, then I don't want to hear anything that you have to say. Because my people, my generations, have died for the simple right of voting. And when these younger kids come up to me and tell me that their generation, the previous ones, have failed them, I say, no, child, you have failed us when you failed to vote. Can I get a couple snaps? Yes. I'm not out here by myself. I'm out here standing on the shoulders of generations before me. I have a responsibility and a God-given gift to change the world. Forward together, not one step back. I just marched 1,002 miles with the NAACP from Selma, Alabama to Washington, D.C. 46 days sleeping on cots in synagogues, churches. 46 days of walking an average of 12 to 15 miles. 46 days of waking up early in the morning. Then after we go to doing our march, we have a small break to maybe wash our clothes, but we're going to a Baptist long teaching about whatever's going on in that community, wherever we walk through. And by the way, did I tell you that there's different rabbis that are touching down, praying with their feet, just like the rabbis that have walked with us during Martin Luther King's time? But you want to hear about that though, right? You guys want to hear about a man by the name of Middle Passage that died on the 43rd day? A man that gave his life for voting rights because these young people don't want to get out here and vote. And he said, you know what? I want to die for something. I want to give my life of service for this next generation, but yet and still, nobody wants to get out there and vote. I'm sorry, am I off on a tangent? Have I gone too far?
No.
All right, first step, change the world, vote. Second step, change the world. Nothing is entitled or owed to anyone in this world except for you have the right to not have your hands put on you, You have the right to say what you want. You have the right to pursue your happiness. The idea that you just need to walk out of your house and everything's going to fall in your lap, it doesn't work like that. Forward together, not one step back. When I say forward together, I want you all to respond and say not one step back. Forward together,
not one step back.
I want you guys to blow me off of this chair. When I say forward together, we're not going backwards to a time where we are just going to give away the vote. We're not going backwards to a time that it wasn't even in existence before when we were beating on each other. Forward together,
not one step back.
You see, I take this injustice stuff real serious. Together, we can change the world because we are going forward together and not one step back. Thank you.